Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new and haven't subscribed our channel, press the subscribe button. In this video, we are going to learn how to use assembly in SolidWorks, and we will do some introduction to assembly and we will learn some standard mates. So let's start. First of all, we will go to new and you will get this new SolidWorks document. First of all, we have learned how we make parts in a SolidWorks. Now we will see how to make assembly. Assembly is a 3D arrangement of parts. So it is necessary for you to have some parts to make some assembly. So first of all, we will go to assembly, select OK. So when you will open the assembly, you will get this tab or property manager. It's a begin assembly. So we can just open or insert part using this browse feature, and we will see how to make assembly with other features. For that, we will just open our all parts we are going to assemble. We will open them. So this is our base part, this is our circle we are going to insert, this is our polygon, and this is our rectangle. So what I am going to do is I will go to window and go to tile horizontally. So by using this, you can simply analyze your parts, that what parts you are going to assemble and what is the place of the part. So this is our assembly tab. What I can do is, to make the shortcut, I will just simply drag our base part 2 in assembly 2 tab, and I can also drag these other parts like this. This is a simple feature to insert the parts. So now I will close these parts and maximize this. So you can see how easily we have all the parts in our assembly. So this was the one method you can insert your parts, and the other is you will go to new, select assembly, and from here you will just go to browse and select the base part or main part of your assembly, select open, and if you will drag it like this and select OK, it will make it origins differently. So if I will just simply select OK, it will make the default origin. Like you can see, the origin is here. So now I will go to insert components and will select our part like this and click to OK. Now you can see that this is our base part, this is fixed, and these are our parts to be mated in the assembly. So now what we will do is we will insert other parts like polygon and rectangle like this. So our all parts have been inserted into the assembly. So this is our assembly tab. There are so much features, we will study every feature. So from here you can edit your component, from here you can insert any new component for the assembly or sub assembly. This is our mate, that we will make some relationship between these geometries. This is our linear and circular pattern driven component, and we can make the different patterns. Like if you have so much holes and lot of parts, you can simply use pattern command. So this is our move and rotate component command. You can simply move or you can simply rotate your part from here. These are the assembly features, like if you want to make the part, or you want to make some holes to the assembly, or you want to remove the material, you can use this simply extrude, cut and revolve cut commands. These are our planes. From here we can add the bill of material. If you want to analyze or motion study, you can use it from here. We will see all the features in our upcoming videos, so stay tuned. So now we will start. What we are going to do is we are going to insert this circle in this extruded cut material. So what we will simply go to the mate and we will select. So when we will go to the mate, there is a mate property manager. There are three types of mates: standard mates, advanced mates and mechanical mates. We will study all these mates. First of all, we are going to study standard mates. So there are 7 types of standard mates. First one is coincident. So let's see what is coincident. So this is our mate selection tab. We will select this and we will select this face. You can see that our face 1 has been selected. Now we are going to select this box face. So you can see that it is automatically coincident. If we will select parallel, these two faces are parallel to each other. If we will select perpendicular, you can see that these two faces are now perpendicular to each other. So first of all, we will go to coincident, select OK. Now you can see that our face is coincident to, our face of circle is coincident to this face. So now if we will move it, it will just simply move on this face. It is not going to anywhere else. So now we will see what is concentric mate. We will go to mates. We will select this circle and we will select this circle. So you can see that it is concentric to each other. Concentric means that the center axis of the two both circles are aligned and they are concentric to each other. Select OK. Now you can see that it is fitted in this box. So this was our coincident and concentric mate. Now we will see what is parallel mate and perpendicular mate. So for that I am going to select this rectangle. So you can see that this rectangle is not parallel to this face. So we have selected this face and now we are going to select this face. And first of all I will select parallel. So as you can see that these two faces are parallel to each other. Now as you can see, these two faces are parallel. Now to insert it, I will just simply select this vertex and this vertex, and you can see that it is coincident. Coincident means that they are attached with each other. So now our this vertical line is coincident to this line, therefore it is just moving up and down. Now what we will do is we will select this vertex and make it coincident. Now it is completely fully defined with this rectangle. So these were our coincident, parallel, perpendicular mate. Now I am going to add this polygon here. Select this, it is coincident. Select any of the vertex and select second vertex here. So now you can see that it is attached. Now I will select this vertex. You can select vertex, you can select face, you can select plane too. Now select this and our material has been, or our part has been fully defined to this hole. So these were our basic standard mates. Now we will see what are distance and angle and tangent mate. For that I am going to delete all the mates. First of all we will see what is a tangent mate. As you can see that the tangent shows that there is some circle and the other line is attached to the curve or its face. So we have this circle as a tangent and we will select this face, select OK, and now you can see that our two faces are tangent to each other and they are not leaving each other. This was our tangent mate command. So now we will see what are distance mate. For that we will make these two parallel. So now we will add some distance. For that we will go to mate. So now we will select this face and this face, and we will select coincident, select OK. So now you can see that these two faces are coincident with each other. Now to add distance, we will go to the distance mate and select it on. Select this vertex and this vertex in between which you want to give the distance. Give 2 centimeter here. Select OK. Select OK, and now you can see that our distance has been applied and we cannot move it other than 2 centimeter. So this was our distance command. Now we will see what is the angle command. For angle mate, for that I am going to sketch some line on this face like this. So I am going to give angle of to this rectangle with respect to this line. So I will go to simple mate and I will go to angle command. I will select this line and this vertex. So now you can see you can easily add the angle between these two lines using angle mate command. Now you can see that the angle between this line and this vertex is 50 degree. So this was our tutorial on the assembly, introduction to assembly and standard mate assembly. On next video we will learn some other mates. So thank you for watching. Keep supporting and keep sharing our videos.